The following podcast contains adult themes, sexual content, and strong language. Basically, all the good stuff.
Hi everybody, it's me, Bambi Bishop, yay! And let's raise our glasses right away for another episode of Brandon's Hangover, where we're looking at the best of Belinda Blinked 3, or as I like to call Belinda Blinked 3, the continuing erotic story of dripping action and even bigger business deals as Belinda relentlessly continues to earn her huge bonus. Cheers. I am decked out in my finest fashion because in book 3, we mingle with the aristocracy. Yes, Belinda is ever climbing that social ladder, and so am I, Bambi Bishop. Speaking of which, shout out to you, Rocky Flintstone. Thank you so much for supporting everything that Bambi does. I'll see you when you guys get to Los Angeles. Mwah. Alright, let's get started. At the end of the first chapter, Belinda finally did her presentation at the O2, or Millennium Dome building as we like to call it, and it was a rousing success, after which she needed a weekend away, so she was invited by her good friend, the Duchess, to a dinner party. Oh man, let's just say things weren't always what they seemed.
Elegant mirrored shelving held all the Duchess's sex toys.
Elegant, guys, elegant.
Elegant drink. Belinda counted at least 10 different dildos with their zinc cases beside them.
Wonderful.
All ready to go. Erotic lingerie of different colours hung around, mixed with shiny rubber clothing, masks and hats.
She is soaking hats! At the dinner party, while Belinda was being buzzed from within by the Duchess, she met all sorts of characters. She met Mr. Norman Asquith, she met Tara Gold, she met Jim Walters, and she met the one, the only Chiara Montague. I meant to say that this gown is Chiara Montague. Don't I look great? Anyway, at dinner, Belinda was looking a bit queasy, and Chiara wondered if there was something wrong. Sir James had his ideas.
Perhaps it was a chicken Kiev, mused Sir James. If they're not defrosted properly, it can induce food poisoning through salmonella.
Defrosted?
The next day, the Duchess took Belinda to a show-jumping trial event, or the Backwood Park's Ladies Under 19 show. Whatever, all we know is Katrina Paulet jumped her little heart out and came a worthy 8th and received the Best Effort ribbon. After the event, the Duchess and Belinda motored back to the Duchess estate, but the girls wanted to have a little fun with the top down.
A deep, resonant groan emanated from the prostrate Duchess.
It sounds like she's turning into some sort of demon. Something's like coming out of her. Belinda!
The porthole is opened!
It's like that bit in Ghostbusters 2. God, it's a portal to hell.
After Belinda left the Duchess writhing in a fit of ecstasy, she took off on the country roads, but she was going too fast. She skidded into an ancient oak tree, but luckily suffocated on the merciful airbag, only to find the sexy, the incorrigible Marco Rodriguez. But I wish I could remember where he was from.
Marco Rodriguez was Brazilian.
Oh, Brazilian.
And he knew it.
Thank God he's got his birth certificate. He knows where he's from.
How do you break that to him later in life, Marco? You're not from Peru. You're Brazilian.
The bonuses never stop and business never stops. So Belinda was off to meet her client, Alphonse Sturbacker, in Belgium. Since the Bells are known for their world-famous aphrodisiac chocolate, Belinda had to take a sip, or a taste, with Madame Chocolat.
Glooping chocolate covered her toes,
Toes. Put your toe in.
her calves, and suddenly a vagina.
Oh, suddenly. Is there a wave machine?
Goes from toes, calves, vagina.
Head, shoulders, calves, toes and vagina. Toes and vagina.
But those weren't the only things that Alphonse was wanting to show Belinda. He took her to a private members club with 9 other couples, even though the men were older and the women were younger. At the party, Alphonse explained the rules, but I didn't think he was going to make it.
I've only got about 3 minutes left with you. Alphonse barked out a deep cough, making Belinda think he was going to exit this life, and continued.
Oh, do that again. Do it again.
More!
I've only got about 3 minutes with you. Alphonse barked out a deep cough, making Belinda think he was going to exit this life, and continued. And then I've got to move on to the lady on your right.
The pace is so grueling. After that wonderful trip in Belgium with Alphonse, Belinda had to check on a little problem in Yorkshire from one of her regional sales managers, Ken Dewsbury. After she solved things with the formidable Andy Milston, she went back to Ken's basement cellar. Well, let's just say we hope Belinda made it through.
Belinda locked her legs around the table's legs and held on for grim death.
Grim death!
Isn't it dear life? That's even grim death.
In book 3, our dear Tony and Giselle became engaged, and we had to throw Giselle a bachelorette party, or a hen do as you guys call it across the pond. But on this hen do, Belinda hated to pull rank, but it was Virgin's choice. What else could she do?
Within seconds, he had Belinda's legs wide apart.
Oh.
And he placed his nervous cock
Oh, God.
into her pinky.
I can't look at either of you.
Oh my God. It's gone from her understanding to her pinky.
No!
After enjoying all of that Russian vodka and yachts on the Costa del Sol, Belinda had to get down into the dirty world of business with the rag and bone men themselves. She went with Des Martin to meet the Schweinsteiger twins. Hans and Greta were like anything she had ever seen.
Hans proffered a hand.
Wonderful. Really
Beautiful
wonderful.
stuff.
Hello, I've heard so much about you. Welcome to Bargain Basement Land. Belinda smiled and shook Hans' hand.
And stop saying Hans, Hans.
Hans and Greta were brother and sister. Their parents had set the company up many years previously, and after ensuring their 2 children had the necessary education and experience,
They sent them to the forest.
had quietly retired to the heat of the Bahamas.
Oh, lovely. Good for them.
Quietly. They didn't want to make a scene.
No leaving party. Just scuttled
Gonna
off.
shuffle out. Greta quietly screamed in ecstasy.
Quietly screamed. Famously easy to do. Was it just like one note?
One more time.
Before we get to our top moment, of Belinda Blink 3. I just want to give an honorable mention to a man who may not be very large or take up very much space and stature, but sure took up a large part in my heart. Of course, I'm talking about Alfie, the smallish man dressed in black.
Morning, miss. I need to microphone you up for the show, the small man dressed in black said in an even tinier voice.
An even tinier voice than what?
Than being small himself.
Oh, God.
What? That's so conceptually confusing.
How small is he?
Small.
Nobody ever says, gosh, his voice was even smaller than he was. Different measures, surely.
The smallish man dressed in black affixed a wireless microphone block onto Belinda's tight white leather skirt, slapped her perfect ass and said, "All ready to go now, miss. Break a leg, knock 'em dead."
Oh, he's so cute.
He just smacked her ass.
Yeah, but what a nice manner.
Oh, and here's my card. You know, for later. He winked a smallish wink.
What else?
You can call me Alfie, by the way.
Oh, not now, Alfie.
He shouted.
Shouted, didn't shout, did he?
You can call me Alfie, by the way. Add me on LinkedIn and we can connect again.
For the top moment, we have a special treat, so I want to give my thanks and shoutouts now so you don't miss any of the fun. Thank you all for supporting Bambi Bishops. And if you liked what you saw here today, please subscribe to our channel here at Booze Reviews. We sure would appreciate it. Shout out to Rocky again for all the love and the support. And thanks to the cast of My Dad Wrote a Porno. Book 5 is going on now. Porno days are Monday and footnotes are on Thursday. Please support us all in our porno loving fun. Now, here are my girls, the Aussie Glee team. Bye-bye.
It's our very own Aussie Glee team, self-build, of Aparna, Gabby, Lexi, Katie, Jodie and Rach with Fuck Me Ken.
Toilet in the corner.